Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. I believe we are all doing great. In today's tutorial, we are going to be looking at how to design a rice packaging using our Pixellab application, and also a powerful technique that can help you to mock up your rice packaging to look exactly like this using Picsart. So if you are someone who has been finding it difficult to use Picsart to mock up your designs, I believe this is one of those tutorials that you want to really stay along and watch the tutorial, as I will be unveiling to you these powerful and awesome steps. Quickly follow the tutorial and feel free to ask your questions in the comment section, as I will be reading through. But then if you are joining us for the first time, do well to subscribe for more other amazing tutorials. Alright, let's begin. So right now this is Pixellab, where we are going to design the packaging. Then afterwards we're going to mock it up using Picsart. So right now I'm going to click on these three dots to enable me set my design size. So I'm going to go with a width of 932 by 1280, and you can see this kind of size is that which we really need for the packaging design. After achieving this, you want to go to your background setting. Then you will be asked to click from gallery, where you're going to choose this element, this background that I will be sharing with you guys. So here we are with this powerful background. It is for a rice packaging, so just click on the check mark and you are good to go. After achieving this, you want to go to shapes, and the next thing that you want to do is to select this square shape. Then after selecting the square shape, what we're going to do is to increase it in size a bit. Then you want to go to your gradient, and we're giving it this gradient that I created. I will show you the color codes for these two gradient colors. So the first one is a yellow, FFE 104, and the other one is orange, as I can call it, red, CE 2B00. So this is the gradient combination that we want to use for that. Just increase it in size nicely. What you are going to do is to reduce it a bit also. I position it just nicely, as you can see here. You might want to send it down a bit. So after achieving all of this, the next thing that we're going to do is to go back to shapes, select a circle, a white circle for that, and we're going to increase it in size so that it can fit nicely into this other section of the background. So neatly position it like so, and what you are going to do is to reduce the opacity of this so we can see actually where it's cutting through. So we can also check to see if we are satisfied. So we're okay with that. You can increase back the opacity, and you go now to your layer, select the two shapes, mesh them up together. Then you want to go now to your erase color option, which is right here, and you want to click on it. Automatically it will do away with the white shape. It will increase the tolerance up to 22%. And what you are going to do is to adjust that shape. As you can see, we have created an awesome shape at that angle, and we can now go to layer and lock it up. As you lock it up, go to shadow, enable shadow, and increase the blur radius a bit. Then offset the X offset, you offset the X offset by up to 13, minus 13, sorry, and that is that. Then go back to shapes, select this square shape right now and make it a rectangle, just like so, as it is going down. Now what we are going to do is to go now, change the color into something much more closer to green. So I believe we can use this. So we can use this green color. Otherwise we can even check for another awesome green. Yes, so we can use this one, which is more closer to the yellow. And what we are going to do is to size it up this way, and use your relative position now to tack it to the middle. You want to send it now to back so that it can fall to the back of the first image. After achieving all of that, go back to shape, select a circle, and as you select the circle, we are going to give it the same color like the rectangular shape that we are just from creating, so that it can be uniform in size. but then we're going to compress the shape to form an ellipse, just like what you are seeing right now on your screen, so that we can have this elongated egg shape kind of shape. Then we have it here. Use your relative position also to make sure that it's neatly placed on the middle. Now make a copy of this, go to your edit button, reduce the opacity completely, and now we're going to increase the stroke width up to about 5. Let's change the stroke color to white also, and look at what we're going to do. We're going to reduce it in size. Use lazy position to make sure that it's fitted. Use lazy position to make sure that it's to the middle. Then you can shift it down like so. Let's do the adjustments. Now click on the shape, and what you are going to do is to go to your eraser, and on your eraser increase the eraser size a bit, then increase the length of your eraser and position the marker here. So look at what we're going to do. We're going to just wipe the edges and also wipe these other edges on the same line to achieve the same kind of result. So I believe you can now see, okay, the left edge is smaller than the right edge, so we're going to repeat that process just for the right side. So we're going to erase it a bit just to create some kind of opening. Okay, good. So everything is in place. The next thing we can do now is to bring in some light effects. So I have this light effect with me here. What I'm going to do is to go now to erase color, and we're going to reduce it completely to 70, or let's just step it down a bit to about 41% for the tolerance. Then reduce this in size and neatly position it here just like so. And we can now use our relative position also to make sure it's properly placed on the middle here. Go to layer, and you want to lock this up. Now after locking it up, let's bring in the logo of this rice brand. So I have different kind of logos here. What I'm going to do is just to crop out this first one. Okay, and we're going to use this for the logo. Let us go and increase the brightness a little bit and the saturation and the contrast also, and we can now reduce it in size. Then we position it here neatly. So after positioning it there, what we're going to do is to go back to our text and write a new text. The name of the brand is Yara. So this is Yara rice for you. And so let's go to our text area, the font area. Sorry, we are using a particular font called the Radley Italic font. This one here, the Radley Italic. So please kindly subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever amazing tutorials are released. Now we're going to make this sizable enough. Strike it to the middle just like this, and use our position button to position it comfortably here. Then the next thing we're going to do now is to go to our text and write rice, and let's make this in capital letters. Now come down here and go to color, give it the same gradient like this. Okay, we can even give it a white color, then we'll make it half a stroke. But first of all, let's go to font, and the font I'm using is called the Nexa Heavy font. Then we increase this in size since it is the focus. Now let's go to stroke, enable your stroke and go to the stroke, give the stroke color this gradient. Now what you are going to do is to increase the stroke width up to about 35%. Then we neatly position this here. Use your relative position to strike it to the middle. Then the next thing we are going to do is to go to text and write 100% natural. Then after writing that, give it a color white, and you can now go to your font area and use the same Nexa bold. Let's reduce this in size a bit. Using a lazy position, align it to the middle. Sorry, using your align button, which is this one, align it to the middle and break the paragraph into two. Then you can now go to line spacing and reduce the line spacing a bit. Use lazy position right now to size this to the middle, and you can step it up a bit. Make a copy, double tap to edit and write 5 kg. So this bag of rice is 5 kg. And look at where we're going to position the 5 kg, just by the extreme top right. Now go to your shape, select a simple square. This tutorial is very simple to follow, but if you have any worries, drop your comments or your questions on the comment section, as I will be reading through. Now we're going to give this a brown color, and use lazy position to make sure it's on the middle also. And what we're going to do is to bring in some other rice elements that I believe we have here, and this is just one of those elements. I'm going to size this up neatly, then we increase it in size a bit. Okay, let's just reduce it for now. Position it here neatly. Then let's go again and bring in the last rice element, which is this one. Reduce it in size and position it here also. Very good. So after achieving all of this, the last thing that we're going to do as far as this design is concerned for Pixellab is to go and bring in the production date and the expiry date. So the production is 1st of April. (2024), and the expiry date is the 2nd of April, 2025. So it has a 1-year expiry period, and we're going to change this color now to color white. Reduce it in size nicely, then go now to your font setting, and we're using our famous Rocks Font Sans font for this. So make this tiny enough and go to your line spacing, reduce the line spacing to bring this text closer. After achieving that, we are going to copy the text just so we maintain the same font, and we'll write made in Nigeria. Shout out to all our subscribers and viewers from Nigeria. How are you guys doing today? So we have made in Nigeria, made in Nigeria. Then we're going to, let's just put this in capital letters, and using position button, we adjust it properly. Perfect. So with this, everything is now ready for us to go and mock it up so it can look presentable to our customers. So this is how you can design this rice packaging on Pixellab for Yara Rice. Now let's proceed to the next phase of the tutorial, which I believe is the interesting part of it all, where I will be showing you how you can mock it up on the Picsart application so it can look presentable for your clients. So just save your design as PNG and as Ultra. And after it's done saving, we are going to proceed now to our Picsart application. You can download Picsart on your Play Store or iOS store. You can get it from there. Once you reach on Picsart, just click on the plus button here. It's very simple. Then now we're going to click here on the blank option. Now after clicking on the blank option, what we are going to do is to click here. What we're going to do is to click on add photo. So we're going to select the markup, which I will be leaving for you. So I'm going to select the markup, which is this one, and of course our design, the one we are just from doing, which is this one also. So I'm selecting the two of them. Then I take add, which is this button. Let's add them up all into our Picsart application. So first of all, I'm going to go with the markup. Okay, let me keep this one just here. Then I go with the markup first of all to increase it in size so you guys can see exactly what we are doing. Okay, then after increasing it, go now and bring in the design, and we're going to size it up. Like I said, this is very simple. Size it up to fit perfectly into the markup. Now you want to go to your blending option, which is this one. Click on blend and click on multiply. You can see automatically our product has been marked up. So look at how awesome this is. All you have to do now is to click on the check mark and just download your design by clicking right here. So click on download and it's downloaded. So this is the design itself, and of course this is the markup. All right, so this is the markup. I believe you can see how beautiful this is and presentable for Yara rice, 100% natural. So this is just how you can design this kind of product packaging on Pixellab, then you mock it up on Picsart for better presentation. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was really nice working this out with you, and I'm hoping to see you in our next tutorial. But until then, please kindly subscribe to the channel, give a thumbs up to this tutorial, like it, share it out with other amazing designers out there. We love you all. It's Don's Graphics.